Boom, boom, boom. What's that? Who dat? Who they? Who we? Who are you? Who the
All
hell?
I want to do is zoom. Oh, we
zoom.
should have come into something.
We could have. It's too late. Whatever.
Is it?
We're not stopping this.
Oh, come on. We're like 10 seconds in.
No, we're not killing it.
10
Turn it on
seconds.
right now. Who gives a shit? We're coming into something, folks. Get ready. Tom's going to surprise us all.
Jeez.
He's all bent.
Gee whiz.
Gee, I'm going to turn it on now and just wreck the ratings.
Imagine somebody watching this go, man, look at the production on this show.
Dude, the ratings are going to plummet. You turn this on. Anyway, segment
You're right.
2.
We're going to get lambasted by the critics.
The media is going to kill us in the morning. Let me tell you. Anyway, segment 2 back here in the mid-sack on a Man Up Mirror on Monday. The redoubtable one himself, Tom Izzo, who's trying to get us some stellar enter music, whatever.
Unfortunately, it's not on Apple Music.
Of course not. The highly questionable one.
A live version is.
The highly questionable one, RJ
Hang on a
Migliaccio.
second.
IDD. For those of you in the know, I don't disagree. For those of you who have just realized there is something beyond the you-know-what. Bill Walton knows.
There is something beyond the what?
The you-know-what. Because I didn't know what, so I just said that.
Sorry, I'm now. Not only is this a late intro,
This better be the greatest song.
but I'm playing the music video.
She doesn't own the dress. Her hair is always a mess.
Not what I expected.
It's a good song.
It is.
She's beautiful.
I'm thinking about those Cavaliers, baby. My sister went there. One of my best friends went there. And they play some good defense.
They play some beautiful defense.
Meet Virginia, baby. This,
In any event,
oh,
segment 2 here in the mid-sack. NFL free agency officially starts Wednesday, but who the hell are we kidding? It's started, boys and girls. A slew of signings today. I'd say level of importance. I'd say moderate.
that's a good rating.
I think moderate.
Nothing
Over the top.
Oh my God.
The only thing that really, to me, look, and I think, Atlanta, by the way, is loading up. Like, Atlanta's just, they got the...
Dude, they got the tight ends from hell.
Yeah, they got the tight ends. They got the ball with Jonas Smith, and I guarantee you they'll know how to use them, unlike a certain bonehead.
Well,
but the
you
bottom,
can't guarantee that.
I think I can.
Who's your quarterback?
I don't even... They're
It's not
drafting... where are they drafting?
Where are they in the draft?
They didn't get... They must be in the top. Didn't they give the boatload? No, they didn't do that. Yeah, they gave the boatload to Chicago? No, it wasn't them.
No.
It was Carolina who did that, right?
Carolina did that.
No, I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
They're in
What
the top, I think, 5, 6. I
Because
think.
they were in the South, so
Yeah.
they didn't have to. But they won some games.
They were 7. They weren't awful.
Did they win 7?
They won 7. Yeah. One point they were tied with Tampa for the lead, or
Right, they had a chance to win that conference.
but they pooped themselves.
Or that division.
Poop. So, in any event, there was that. They got the tiny end from the Patriots, Jonas Smith. I think they'll use him, and then they went out and they got a defensive player, and they look like they're just going after everybody. And then of course we were talking about this off air. Philly's tackling machine there, TJ, whatever his name is, Mr. Undrafted, I might add.
Is it Gardner Johnson?
Maybe, but he was 159 tackles in 61 games, 47 starts. He's got like 389. The dude's a tackling machine.
150 tackles in how many years?
That was this year. 159 this year.
Oh, wow.
He was in the top. There were only 7 guys in that league that had 150 tackles or more. He was one of them.
The Giants got another one.
The Giants got another one. And he's 25, 26. So he's entering his prime, and they let him go.
C.J. Gardner Johnson.
Yeah, this kid's a stud, and $16 million, not a lot of money.
He's got 11 picks.
Yeah, he's a tackling machine. He's got 11 picks. I mean, the bottom line is the kid's a quality player, and undrafted. Talk about getting value. Holy shit! And but yeah, they just let him walk. So I don't know. I don't get it. The Raiders signed Jimmy G. Porn star Jimmy has a new home. And are you surprised it's in Vegas? Are you really surprised? Come on. Dude, kind of fitting, don't you think?
So
don't you think it's kind of fitting?
I was trying to think about this today.
I mean,
when I saw that,
I'm just saying.
I feel like, okay, so I know Jimmy G went to a Super Bowl, but it still feels like they downgraded. Did they? Is that a down? Because and I was going to come on here and outright say that, but I don't know enough about Garoppolo's stats. We looked at Derek Carr's stats.
You mean did the Raiders downgrade?
I think they downgraded at quarterback.
They did.
Which kind of sucks for them.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, Josh and him have a history in New England, so they know each other. So maybe Josh.
I heard that too. Yeah. Did they sign somebody big on defense? The Raiders.
Look, it is entirely possible, and they did.
They did, right?
Yeah. It's entirely possible. If I'm being fair here, that maybe Derek Carr never was able to grasp the offense because the Raiders didn't put up much of a fight to keep him. So
yeah, it's weird.
So I'm just saying, and maybe that's the case. I don't know, but
and there was a couple teams that didn't fight to take him.
I'll tell you what. We'll find out because if Jimmy G goes there and puts them back in the playoffs.
Then you know Derek
Carr was part of the problem.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Of course, if Jimmy gets hurt in week 2 like he usually does, it fucking won't matter.
The Carr's now in New Orleans.
Uh-huh. Now they have a defense. New Orleans has a defense.
But offensively, he downgraded quite a bit.
Well, Kamara if he's healthy, very good. This is all about ifs. Thomas, the receiver.
Too many ifs for it to even be comparable.
Well, maybe they're going to be healthy. Look, like Saquon. Maybe they're due. A couple of years of season, these two have been healthy. Yeah. Maybe this is the year like Saquon, they're healthy. Who knows? But I'm saying they got a guy that can throw the ball downfield. They haven't had him since Drew Brees. And who knows? We'll see. But they have a defense, the Saints. So, and they won 7 games last year with no quarterback. So let's see. But the thing about Jimmy G going there is now it's really a one. Aaron Rodgers, it's the Jets or it's nothing. Because if you've been hearing what's been coming out of Green Bay, I don't think they want him back.
It's Jets or retirement.
I think it's Jets or retirement.
Well, at least that's what Schefter's saying.
The way Green Bay is talking, yeah, this is over. He's not going back there no matter what the fuck happens. They don't want him back. All right, they'll just release. I don't know what they'll do. They don't want him back there. So now it's all about Aaron doing what Aaron does best, to drag shit out because he wants to get all the attention. And it's fucking ridiculous. And everybody, every football show I saw today basically was Aaron. Just everybody knows where you're going. Knock it off. Ex-players are saying this, dude. Just knock it off. I mean, because free agency. I mean, if you're the Jets, you got to make plans too. You got to add things. You can't just go with this. It's got to be Aaron Rodgers, and you got to plan for that kind of shit. Other players coming in, and everything's in a holding pattern right now. If this guy just fucking gets off, just pisses already, or shits, or whatever, or gets off the pot and retires, whatever. But it's there or it's nothing. Because the team's making these moves. I mean,
I don't think Gardner Johnson had 150 tackles this year.
Had 159.
159?
I looked it up. He was
but he
7th.
Missed like a month.
I will show this to you. He was 7th in the NFL in tackles this year, total tackles.
That's a lot of damn tackles.
And there were 6 guys with more than him. But he was 7th, and only 9 guys total in the whole league had 150 tackles or more.
What does COMB stand for?
C what?
COMB.
I don't know.
Combined?
Combined, probably. All right. So total tackles, right here. 159. TJ Edwards. Philly, 159 total tackles.
No, TJ Edwards is not Philly, is he?
Yes, he is. Philly. He's right there. That's him. 17
oh,
games.
That's a different player than I'm talking about.
Who are you talking about?
CJ Gardner Johnson.
No.
I said that like 20 times.
I thought you were talking about an offensive player or something.
No. So they lost him, who's 159 tackles,
yeah.
And they lost a big time safety.
Yeah.
Now he wasn't healthy all year,
and
so this
isn't
lose. As big as
and
that.
Looks like the running back's on as well.
I didn't even realize TJ Edwards was from them.
That's what I'm saying. 159 tackles.
Who signed him? The Bills.
He went to
Who? It wasn't the Bills. Was it the Bears?
Let me look. Hold on, let me go back to the news.
Sorry.
It's all right. No, it's he. Let me scroll down a bit.
Now I finally understand what we're both talking about.
Yeah. And that counts.
But this is why it was confusing. CJ Gardner Johnson, and then he is TJ. CJ's TJ.
Was it
Edwards?
Was it Buffalo?
No,
Buffalo.
I asked Bills, but I think Bears might have got him.
Maybe it was the Bears.
Oh, you can't find it?
I think it was the Bears. Hold on.
Is it a trade or a signing?
It was a sign. He wasn't traded. They didn't trade him. They lost him.
They're just not signing people. Grading the Bears signing of T.J. Edwards.
Yep, it was the Bears. So the Bears are
The
getting
Bears are trying to get good this year.
Well, look at the moves they made. Yeah, they're not done, and they get the ninth pick.
I know.
Do you realize they could have 2 number 1 receivers if they drafted that guy at 9? Think about because they'll have a crack at all the receivers at 9.
2 number 1 receivers.
Because they got DJ Moore.
That's right.
They got him. I'm like, they got a boat for this number 1 pick.
They got a number 1.
2 number 1s and 2 number 2s and that dude.
Yeah.
Are you fucked? That's a haul. And for the
And
not even for the quarterback, for a player. Oh, they haven't drafted yet.
And they just signed 150 tackles.
Yep. So Atlanta has the Carolina rather has the number 1 pick.
Yep.
So they're going, and this is the thing. If you know who that guy is, though, if you don't have a quarterback, you don't have a shot. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
So if you have to, and again, that's Carolina. We can't even start this without the quarterback because you can't. So if that's, okay, I get it. And if that's the quarterback at number 1, now the question is it Stroud or is it the kid from Alabama?
Or do they fall in love with the physical specimen that is Anthony Richardson?
Yeah, that's another one.
Because that's the type of shit that happens.
Yeah.
You see the guy's body, you see how strong he is,
But you
how fast he is, how far he can throw. If you saw him throw at the combine, he was smooth as shit.
Yeah, but you know how many times a guy's come unarmed for like a thunderbolt, but then he can't. He's just not a good quarterback.
It's the same way the Jets have fallen in love with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Coaches at the combine fall in love with muscular bodies that can do ungodly shit the same way they fall in love with premier over-the-hill quarterbacks.
If I'm Aaron Rodgers right now, he's not thinking. Because all he's going to do, first of all, let's think about this. And we talked about this off here also. If he comes back into the AFC, assuming Lamar Jackson is still in the AFC, he's the 5th best quarterback in the AFC. At best. Okay? And that doesn't put the Jets over the top. It doesn't. Okay? They have good pieces around him, but they don't have a Devontae Adams. Nah. They don't got a fucking guy. They have good pieces.
But Garrett Wilson.
Could be. That running back?
Do you know how many yards he had this year?
Before he was leading the league in rushing for you.
No. That's Breece Hall.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson, their number 1 receiver.
Yeah.
Who
broke Keyshawn's record, yeah.
I mean, he had over 1,000 yards.
But he's not
with Zach Wilson.
I know. Well, and the other guy, White.
Mike White.
And Dickhead.
Joe Flacco. I mean.
Joe Flacco has a ring, though.
A guy named Shriver threw passes.
I know.
He had that year as a rookie with that quarterback play.
Yeah.
So.
He's promising.
Very.
Yeah.
Now, I agree that it doesn't make them a Super Bowl team.
No.
But
why do you do it then?
Because it's probably just 1 year. As long as you don't get fleeced for draft picks.
I don't think it's worth 1 year. He's got to at least commit to
But, dude, what
you got to get 2 cracks at it.
Who else is their quarterback?
You're out of the playoffs. You're going to have a high pick again. They should have signed. They should have signed.
Sign him in tank?
They should have signed Derek Carr the moment he got off the plane in New York. They should have not. Aaron Rodgers fucked this thing. Aaron Rodgers has fucked these guys.
Look, the Jets shouldn't have picked Sam Darnold, and they shouldn't have picked Zach Wilson, they should have some better coaches.
Yeah, I'm just saying they should either or. The bottom line is the Jets. This is why I love this because 2 things are going to happen here. One. Okay, it's going to set the Jets back 10 years because he's not going to put them over the top. That's number 1. Number 2, the Jets' main rival is the Patriots. And the one thing that Bill Belichick hates on this earth is the Jets being better than him. Okay? And he knows what Aaron Rodgers
I thought you were going to say it was Aaron Rodgers.
No, he actually speaks for highly of Aaron Rodgers. And with good reason. He's a Hall of Famer. But the bottom line is,
he can throw a football through a needle in a haystack.
Backpedaling on his butt cheeks.
How do you backpedal on your butt cheeks?
He's Aaron Rodgers. He can do anything. He's the greatest quarterback ever. Didn't you know?
Most talented one
I've ever seen.
By pure skill? Yeah. By pure skill.
Most talented quarterback I ever saw, was fucking Randall Cunningham, Philadelphia. And he's not.
Look, if we strip away the rings, if we strip away the stats, most talented quarterback I've ever seen was Sunshine from Remember the Titans. Followed closely by Rev, the man who taught him the pitch.
Actually, Rev was number 1. Remember? He started.
Yeah, but Sunshine came in and
he did. He pulled an Alabama for Alabama.
Sunshine was fucking. Sunshine. Yeah, he gave him a little shot.
And he left him.
You let him come through. Yeah. You let him through.
Dude, remember when he flipped that lineman over? And the fucking lineman turned, the offensive lineman like, holy fuck. We got a quarterback.
And then remember the assistant coach goes, I think we got ourselves a quarterback. When he's
and then some dude in the scene goes, that's a badass white boy. Anyway, that's not Aaron Rodgers.
He's like, unnecessary roughness on the quarterback?
Aaron Rodgers, let's think about this for a minute. Where the Jets are. The Jets are really, you're right about this. The Jets are so desperate.
They've fallen in love.
With a guy who's, his best days are behind him, trust me. Number one. Number two, he's coming into a loaded conference. And number three, he just pissed off the one team in the division you don't want to piss off. Okay, the team that has all the rings and the team that has the coach who can't stand the very sight of that uniform. Okay, so
who pissed off the Patriots?
If the Jets get Aaron Rodgers, do you know what the fan base is going to do to Bill Belichick? He's going to have nowhere to run. He's going to start. He's going to have to do everything I want him to do. He's going to have to draft the number one receiver, get it right. Okay, he's going to have to trade for another one.
He continues to not do what you want him to do.
Do you know where he was 2 days ago? You know where he was 2 days ago?
At Odell Beckham's work.
He was there. He didn't send some the head coach. Not every head coach in the league went to see that. It was more like scouts, assistant, the offensive coordinator.
You don't think the GM was watching Odell?
I'm not saying the GM, but the coach.
That's the only workout that was happening.
No, I'm saying it's either the GM, like this, maybe the offensive coordinator.
So you think they're going to sign Odell?
I think he's looking.
I'd be shocked.
He's looking, though. He usually doesn't even look.
I mean, of course they did, but they said he looked good.
He did look good. They
said Odell looked good.
Yeah, but I'm saying Belichick usually doesn't even look.
They said he looked bigger, actually.
Belichick doesn't usually even look. But if Aaron Rodgers ends up in New York...
Now he's got it.
Now he has no choice. And by the way, Robert Kraft will not let this happen. Well, if you think about what's happened in the past month, Kraft has fired both Pussy Fart and Jerk Off are gone. Okay, hired O'Brien back. He's already done this shit.
You think that was Kraft?
Yep, I do. I think Kraft went in that office, closed that door, and went, enough. You're the best coach I've ever seen, but this GM thing, you got too much on your plate.
I'll give him credit for that.
He's the owner. By the way, Belichick is the highest paid head coach in all of sports. Not the NFL, all of sports.
I didn't know that.
He is. So Robert Kraft, when you're paying a guy that kind of money, you can go bust that door open and go, all right, look, here's what we're doing. Because I'm not going to go through
firing fucking Tweedledee.
I'm not going to go through. This is our first round draft pick, and you set him back 2 steps this year. No.
Well, at least he didn't allow what happened in the Giants.
But see,
land,
here's where Kraft is different than. Here's why I like Kraft, because Jerry Jones, if he did that, would have come out and told the whole fucking world about it.
Yeah.
I'm Jerry, while we, meaning I, made the decision.
But you're still
to get all the credit.
You're guessing that this happened.
This happened. This is not like Kraft to cut ties with guys. Maybe he'll move them around. They're both gone. They're out of the organization.
But
they couldn't even get a job as a water boy.
That could have been Bill.
No, that was Mr. Kraft. Because Bill doesn't do that to us. Doesn't do it.
You never know.
He's never done it.
But you say Kraft doesn't do that either.
I'm saying what Kraft doesn't do is he doesn't make it public. Nothing was talked about. All of a sudden, a week and a half later, all of a sudden, Matt Patricia is no longer with the Patriots.
Dude,
Joe Joe's it was like under the radar.
Their offense sucked. It had to happen.
I know, but the bottom line is, but they're out. They're not even a water boy. They're not even a towel boy. They don't even wipe the board off when the real coach is going. He doesn't usually cut ties with them completely.
Dude, the Pats haven't been bad in 20 years.
That was Robert Kraft. They've been bad for the last 3.
No.
Yeah.
2 years ago, they weren't bad.
Dude, if it wasn't for...
They made the playoffs 2 years.
You know why they made the playoffs? Because Tennessee and fucking Cleveland were banged up.
All right.
They lose both those games if they're healthy. They don't get in. And now people are talking about firing Belichick. Period. Just firing. Okay?
But this started when he gave away
And by the way,
Tom Brady.
you know how you know they didn't belong? That game was a 47-17 bum blasting.
Bills, right?
The Bills didn't punt. I'm sorry, they couldn't punt because their foot was up the Pat's ass, so they couldn't punt. That's why they never punted. Like, why are they punting? Like, well, their right foot is jammed in Belichick's ass. Like, you got to pull it out first. You're
gonna have to kick Belichick down.
You're gonna surgically remove that thing.
All right, so here's what I'll say.
It was such a beating.
If he doesn't make a major change in personnel, and Aaron Rodgers does go to the Jets, the Jets will beat them twice.
Yes, they will, and he will be fucked. Yeah. He will have no resume to hide behind if they lose to the Jets twice. No, they will crush him. They will crush him up there. You know who used to beat Aaron Rodgers? Tom fucking Brady.
When's the last time the Jets beat y'all twice?
Oh, fuck. Never.
It's been
before
ages,
before
right?
Brady. Before Brady. Before Brady. Yeah. That was the last time they beat us twice in the season.
Although, when they beat you in the playoffs, that might have...
That was the one win they got. Big win. That was the year...
lost both games in the regular season?
Yeah, the butt fumble was that year. That was the butt fumble game.
No.
Yes, it was.
Not when the Jets went to the playoffs.
The butt fumble game happened before that.
No. Butt fumble game was after their playoff run.
No.
It was when
Rex was still coaching.
Yes. It was when Mark Sanchez was on his downslide. That was after the playoffs.
How could he be on his downslide at like 26?
That's what happened.
They went like in the first 3 years of his fucking...
And then everything fell apart.
We'll have to look this up.
I promise, because that's...
We'll look it up. I'm not saying you're wrong. We'll look it up.
He was playing well when they went to the playoffs.
I thought the butt fumble...
He wasn't
I thought the bubble happened that season,
no.
and everybody was mad, even worse. You beat this team 45-3 at their place. And now this team that had a butt fumble comes in and beats you?
No way.
Yeah.
Let's see. What year did the butt fumble happen?
A butt. It pops right up.
Now we have said and declared that the butt fumble, while it holds the greatest name of any,
it's not
blunder.
It's not the biggest blunder
biggest blunder.
No, it's not. No. Thank you, Bill. Thanks for that one, Bill.
Dear God, you might be right.
I think I am.
Because it's 2012.
That's when
and that sounds like when the Jets went to the playoffs.
They beat the Patriots. The Pats were 14-2, and they had Danny Woodhead and all these nobodies. And Brady did his thing again, and they lost to the Jets in the divisional round.
I give you credit because I thought that was after the Jets started sucking again.
No. That happened that year. And that's why everybody's even mad. You beat this team 45-3 like 6 weeks ago. What the fuck?
That was in the divisional round, right?
Yeah. They came into we were the number 2 seed. They came in upset. Actually, no, we were the number 1 seed. We were 14-2. Fucking Belichick. Bench is welcome for what a fucking idiot that was. What a dumb Belichickian move. That's a fucking dickhead. This fucking dickhead. Every time I look up and think about Belichickian move. That's what it is. But anyway.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. You were wrong.
Okay.
It was the year before that they beat them in the playoffs.
2011.
2011.
Okay. Either way, it was fucking embarrassing.
Without a doubt.
The bottom line is, it should have been, we managed to one-up it because Bill and his brilliant special teams coach, oh wait, that guy got fired too. Fucking unbelievable. So, anyway, the Patriots, if Aaron Rodgers goes into the AFC, he is not only going to face these quarterbacks in front of him, and Herbert's right there with him. And he's right there. Okay, so you didn't mention him. So there's a lot of landmines to go over. And now you've got the chief team in the division that just missed the playoffs by a game. And now the pressure's on, and you do this. What do you think they're going to do? You think the Pats are going to stand pat and what? No. This is the one thing that Belichick will say, fuck it, I don't care. He'll throw it all out the window not to lose to the Jets. He'll throw out every fucking thing he believes is 100% right. Just be like, no, we're not losing these fucking guys. No fucking way. Because he knows it's his doom if he does it. It's over if he does it. The Jets come in here and sweep him twice. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. They will crush him.
Oh, SNY is reporting.
SNY? Who's SNY?
That's Sportsnet New York.
Oh, okay.
There have been legitimate rumors and murmurs that Aaron Rodgers is beginning to talk to unrestricted free agents about joining him with the New York Jets.
Unrestricted rumors or unconfirmed rumors? That's what makes them rumors.
No, it says legitimate. Rumors.
What is a legitimate rumor?
That's like when somebody goes, hey, did you hear Aaron Rodgers is talking to unrestricted free agents? And somebody goes, that's a legitimate rumor.
Yeah, that's legitimate. I don't know.
We've heard some legitimate rumors.
Yes, this was legitimately pulled out of someone's ass.
So this is the only...
Perhaps it was self-inflicted.
So here's one thing I don't like about free agency is kind of like, go wherever you want to go. But, don't tease everybody.
Look at how long this bitch, and this is where the Jets are stupid. Look at how long this diva has dragged this out. This is the guy you want to hitch your wagon to? The guy who's lost 3 NFC title games on his field. Let me say that again. The guy who lost 3 NFC title games on his field. 2 of them to Jimmy G. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. This is the guy the Jets are going to throw it all into the ocean for.
But they're not. They're not throwing it all in the ocean. That's one thing I disagree with.
What do you think Green Bay is going to ask for?
Maybe a number 1 and number 3.
They're going to ask for more than that.
I don't think so.
There's going to be a player in there, too. They're going to ask for a player. They're going to have to, by the way. That's $60 million. They have to dump salary somehow.
So
they have to give him a player.
So what type of player do you think Green Bay asks for?
Probably defense, because the Jets' strength is defense.
Jets do have some defensive players.
The Jets have some studs, and Green Bay needs help, especially the second level. So if I'm Green Bay, I'm looking at one of those starters.
Yeah, but they're not going to give up like Sauce Gardner or somebody like that.
They won't ask for Sauce Gardner. They're not going to. No, they'll
that's
ask
too
for.
Much.
That's too much. No, they'll ask for a legitimate starter in that second level where there's a linebacker.
I mean, they just signed Quincy Williams.
No, I'm just saying, if I'm Green Bay, and I know my second level is, especially with Detroit and Minnesota in the division, you got to get better in the back seven. Get a starter off the Jets secondary.
Yeah.
That's a smart move. Get a young guy who's on his rookie deal, and you can.
Sauce Gardner.
I'm not kidding. He was a Pro Bowler.
I know.
The Jets are not going to give them Sauce Gardner. They're like, no.
But that's what I'm saying.
They'll give up a draft pick before they'll give like a number one before they'll give up him.
But
maybe that's
what you were saying. Number one in it. You were saying a number one.
Maybe that's what they do. Maybe they go 2 number ones instead of a player.
So I wouldn't do that.
Either give me Sauce Gardner or give me 2 number ones.
So I wouldn't do that if I was the Jets.
I'm not saying
I would give up a 1 and a 2. I would give up 2 2s and a 4. I wouldn't give up 2 1s.
You got to get up a draft pick for a first rounder for him. A 1 and a 2 would be good.
A 1 and a 2.
Yeah,
I'd give that up.
Yeah, I'd give that up. That'd be fair, I think, on both sides.
Yeah, because you could still get value in the third.
But if I'm Green Bay, I'm going, let's see how bad they really want him. And let's throw it.
Here's the problem.
I want a 1 and 2, and I want this.
It's the Jets or retirement.
The Packers have their quarterback. They don't care.
Right, but my thing is.
But you're saying if it's the Jets, like you got to make sure you get him. So the Packers really have the leverage here.
No, I don't think so. Because it's the Jets or retirement.
I'll tell you what. No.
The Packers either get something for him or don't.
But he leaves.
What do you mean?
He retires. Who cares?
Right, but you have the opportunity to get something.
But if
for
he just, but I'm just saying, if you see how bad the Packers have a quarterback. They believe they got their guy.
Right.
Okay? So they're not going to flip out if he just retires.
I'm not saying they're going to flip out.
By the way, if he retires, he forfeits that fucking money.
I'm not saying they're going to flip out. I'm saying they might be saying, well, look, if he's going to fucking retire and then I don't know what we get, if anything.
I'll tell you what, it's more about
why not get a 1 and a 2?
It's more about getting the money off the books. By hell or high water, because if he retires, that comes off the books.
Okay,
now,
so that too adds to my argument.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, no, it also has to mind going, if I'm Green Bay going, I got all the leverage here.
No.
He's going to retire either way, and I'm gonna, if he, either he retires and I lose the money off the chat that way, or he goes over there and I lose it. Either way,
right. Okay,
the money's coming off the books.
So you could remove the money off your books and get a couple picks. Why wouldn't you do that?
No, but I'm saying I'd get 2 picks and I'd ask for a starter on the defense.
Right, and if I say no, I go, all right, just give me 2 picks. You can have this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I understand going in and saying, hey, we want 2 picks and a player. But if they say no, then it's like, he's retiring anyway.
I think the biggest thing for Green Bay is just getting the money off the books, whether he retires or not. Because Green Bay goes, all right, fuck you, Aaron, retire. When are you coming back here?
But why not get something?
I'm not saying you don't try to. I'm saying that if you think you can get a player,
how dumb it would be to be like,
the Jets are already being dumb here. This guy is not going to win them a Super Bowl.
No,
and if he's not going to win you a Super Bowl, there's no point in doing it.
I'm sorry. Think about how dumb the Packers would have to be like, oh, we could have gotten a 1 and a 2, but they wouldn't give us a player, so we just let Aaron Rodgers retire.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you should do that either. I'm saying I'm asking for as much as I can.
But
ask for 2 players. See if they come back with
not
1.
From a point of leverage. Though.
I'm just saying you try and get as much as you can.
I understand that, but they don't have more leverage than the Jets, in my opinion.
I think they do because he can retire. They're still good.
And then they get nothing.
No, if he retires, they get $60 million off the books to go get free agents they want to get to build around their new quarterback.
That off the books no matter what.
I know. But I'm saying it's not like you lose if he retires because you're still going to have $60 million
off the books.
You
lose the picks you could have gotten.
But you don't know what those picks are going to be.
You're the one telling me that's a 1 and a 1.
I'm saying a 1 and a 2 is what I said.
So a 1 and a 2.
If it's 2 number ones, if it's 2 number 1 picks, I'll take the 2 number 1s. I'm saying if it's a 1 and a 2, try and ask for a player. Okay, if it's 2 number 1s, okay.
I
have no problem with 2 number 1s.
I'm not arguing that they shouldn't ask. My point is that if the Jets say no, and the other alternative is Aaron Rodgers retires, we do get the money off the books. However, he's not playing.
If that's the case, then the Jets can give them 1 pick.
Exactly.
Well, I won't take him for 1 pick. What's 1 fucking pick? Fuck you.
But if he's not going to play for you, you take what you
I don't care
get.
about 1 pick. I don't care about 1 fucking pick. 3rd round pick? Fuck you.
No. They have to be. It has to be compensatory to a certain point.
He's worth at least one number one pick, don't you think?
Yes.
Given what he's done?
Yes.
Okay, then.
So if they offer you a 1 and a 2, you take it.
I'm not saying you don't end up with them. I'm saying, but try and get a little more. That's negotiating.
I understand.
If you think you can get something out of it, whether it's another pick or a starter,
right? I'm just telling you, I don't think
What's the worst
they
they could say is no.
I'm saying I don't think they can.
Yeah, they can. Sure, why can't they?
Because they don't have leverage.
We don't know that. You don't know how desperate this team is to get him.
No.
I think you're underplaying that.
No. Look, if it's true what they're saying, what Adam Schefter is saying, that it's either Jets or retirement. Now, that could be not true. That could be false.
There's teams out there that could be like, what? No.
If we're operating under that structure that he's either playing with the Jets or he's retiring,
I want to know
then
why
the Packers have less leverage than they once did.
He didn't go. Well, I know why, because Green Bay would never agree to this. He couldn't go to San Francisco. Green Bay would never trade him there.
San Fran slapped them around.
They're in the conference.
Mm-hmm.
The Jets make sense because it's in the other conference, so they wouldn't deal with it.
Exactly.
So I don't think Green Bay would do it. If San Fran offered them a boatload, I don't think Green Bay would do it because he's still in the fucking conference, and you don't know what your draft picks are going to turn into.
That's true.
So if you're going to do this, stick him in the. What are you doing?
You gotta release.
He's got to release himself as usual. Tom's got the bladder of a fucking Hungarian field mouse, and for the fifth. Any event. But Aaron Rodgers coming to the AFC East is a good thing for the Patriots if you're a Patriots fan. Because this is going to force Bill Belichick to do what he doesn't want to do. Spend money on real offensive talent. He is always underpaid top flight receivers, which is why none of them ever really stick around. Okay, he lowballed Deion Branch. Now, Deion Branch was nothing without Tom Brady, as it turned out. That more proved how great Tom Brady was. But when he was here, Deion Branch was a stud. And Belichick gambled on that. It cost him a Super Bowl against the Colts in 06. So then he went out and got Moss and all those guys, okay, and stuff. But then there was the whole freaking not going for it. I mean, we can go into that Super Bowl you want. I mean, part of that was Tom Brady's injury. But anyway, bottom line is he is in a position now where he has to do something drastic, whether it's DeAndre Hopkins, whether it's getting the kid from – and honestly – this is not drastic for 99% of the football world, but it's Bill Belichick. So for him to stay in the 14th spot, not trade down and get the receiver from Ohio State, that would be drastic for him. Not for anybody else with any common sense, but no, for him, that'd be drastic. He'd have to do that. And I pray to God he does, because the damn quarterback, Mr. McIntosh, Mr. Mac and Cheese there, Mr. Jones, needs a number one. He doesn't have
McCormick?
McCorkle? What is it? McCorkle?
Are you waxing poetically about the Pats?
The Pats, yes. Because Aaron Rodgers going to the AFC East is going to force Bill Belichick to do things he doesn't want to do, which is spend top dollar on top flight talent. He tried to lowball it 2 years ago. That was a bust. Jonnu Smith is already, the first domino's already fallen. Jonnu Smith is now a fucking Falcon. And by the way, you know how big a bust that was? We only got a 7th round pick for him. That's fucking a joke. That's a fucking joke.
So do you think
Bill Belichick, the GM, failed again?
Is Jonnu Smith good?
Yeah, he is good. The Pats just fucked that up. You should have seen him in Tennessee. That dude had Pro Bowler written all over him.
And now you get a 7th round pick.
That's all they could get for him was a 7th round
because
pick.
You didn't utilize him.
And he's not hurt.
Because you didn't utilize him.
You didn't use him. And you're not going to tell me that this kid couldn't run straight down the field off a play action passing the seam. Well, that it was too complicated for him to do. I don't fucking believe that for a second. So
they just never called
it. They
just
play. Never fucking called it. Just never fucking did it. And that's what you got him to do. And fucking, he was in bubble screens. We fucking got like that in a bubble screen. You fucking idiot.
Putting defense and special teams coaches in charge of your offense.
That's the other thing.
It could hurt players' careers.
Yeah, that's just fucking. That's the bottom line. So Belichick is going to have to do. If Aaron Rodgers, this is why I'm hoping this happens, because this will light a fire under him. Because plus, it's the fucking Jets. And if there's anything on this planet that I know Bill Belichick hates. Bill Belichick, boys and girls, hates the fucking New York
Is it
Jets.
Fireman Ed?
He hates all of it. Everything that even has that, he hates it. He hates the New York Jets with a passion, okay? And he would rather die than fucking give them anything. So this will be the way. If he ends up there, Bill Belichick is going to fucking have to throw everything out that he thinks he knows out the window and go do what everybody's been dying for him to do. Go spend money on legit Odell Beckham, trade for DeAndre Hopkins, draft the fucking kid from Ohio State at 14, and say, fuck this. Fight fire with fire. If Rodgers shows up in New York, he'd have to do it.
DeAndre will call you a number one. Cost you a number one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. How old is DeAndre?
He's getting up there. He's starting to get up there.
I'm wondering if that's even worth it.
No.
I don't know if it is.
And it's tough because he's been in. But you look at his numbers from last year. Yeah. He played in like 8 or 9 games.
No, what he did in the games he played
9 games.
And he was awesome.
60-something catches, 700 yards.
If he played the whole season, he'd been 1,500 yards.
Right.
No, I get it.
And probably close to 10 TDs. I mean, he only had 3 TDs.
They got Randy Moss at 31, and they got 3 very productive years out of him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they couldn't do the same thing with this kid, but with Hopkins. But you have to weigh that. I know this. There's a lot of top heavy talent in this draft, and he should not miss this time. He should not miss this time. Because if he gets any one of those 2 or 3 guys at the top, the kid from TCU's a fucking beast. He's like a Megatron. He's 6'5" or 6'4", like 2. The kid's a jumping jack. He's a gazelle. He's 6'4", like 2.
So no chance he's there when the Giants are picking?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Are there 24?
I don't know how many teams are prioritizing receiver as number 1. The Patriots are. I don't know how many of them actually that's their problem in life. Maybe they need defense more, or they need a quarterback more, or they need a shutdown corner more. I mean, it's not going to be receiver. There's a number of positions that go in the first round. You know, that's like that defensive tackle from fucking Georgia. If he ends up not going to jail, what the fuck's going on with him? That kid could be the number 1 pick in the whole fucking draft.
Well, but tackles are usually top 10. Once you get into the teens, you see less defensive tackles.
But you always can tell a good GM because he builds the team from the lines out.
No doubt.
Okay, and because he knows nothing's going to go after the receivers, though. If that guy's there, he's going to take him, too. But the thing is, it's about where you are. The first thing
it hurts because when you miss on the receiver.
The Patriots have the interior pretty good. It's pretty good. They could use another lineman. You guys use another lineman, but their interior on both sides is pretty good. They need high-priced skill position talent that actually delivers.
Yeah.
That's what they fucking need. This kid doesn't have a number 1, and Danny Dimes doesn't have a number 1 still either. And I'm telling you right now, you look at Russell Wilson when you got fucking those guys. You look at fucking Jalen Hurts in Philly when you got those guys. I'm telling you, the fucking evidence.
Let me ask you your opinion on something.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is true.
Look at Tua in fucking
Tua's
Miami.
a big one.
Big one.
And then
look what happened to Josh Allen when he got fucking Diggs. When he got Diggs from fucking Minnesota. Diggs is a top 5 receiver in this league. Yeah. When he left, he was the Minnesota's top receiver in fucking Buffalo. Look what that did for Josh Allen. You got to have that, dude.
And somehow Minnesota just keeps drafting.
I'll tell you,
they're a wide receiver machine.
Minnesota and Pittsburgh know how to draft receivers.
God.
I'll say Pittsburgh has hit on more receivers, and Minnesota too. You're right.
And it's like Thielen, Jefferson. I mean, just
go back. Diggs before them. Like you go back.
Randy Moss back in the day.
Chris Carter.
Look
at the fucking weapons they've had over just the last 20 years. So no, Minnesota knows receivers. Okay. And so does the Steelers, by the way. Pittsburgh's hit on a number of them. So, I mean, the thing is, Belichick has never really hit on them. Okay, he got lucky with Edelman in the 7th round. That was pure fucking luck. That was Tom Brady luck right there. Nobody projected a 7th round backup quarterback to be a fucking all-pro receiver. Nobody in this fucking
planet.
was
the combo of playing with Brady, too.
That was Tom Brady.
That was
the Brady effect. Yeah, and that's the thing.
Those guys were never that special other places.
Yesterday in your house, I asked a question. Somebody add up this amount of money, $137 million. 2 years ago when Louis Riddick, who I deeply love and respect, this is the one he got wrong. He fucking goes, and this was coming off Brady winning the Super Bowl. Oh, well, you wait all this, baby. Here's going to be scores. He's going to go out there. He's going to grab the next Randy, and the next Jerry Rice, and the next fucking Gronk. Like, this is not the way he sounds. He comes back with 100.
I don't think anybody heard what you just said.
I was talking about Louis Riddick saying how it was scorched. He said scorched earth.
Scorched earth.
Yes. I just pulled the Bill Walton.
Okay.
Here we're going to get the next Randy Moss. And the next thing this guy.
It's coming down, baby.
That's how Louis Riddick described it. Scorched earth.
Throw it down.
Belichick's going. And he was dead serious. Louis Riddick has that. He's going scorched earth, man. Bill Belichick. It's almost like he made it sound like I would not want to be within the blast radius when this thing goes off. That's the way he made it sound.
And it didn't work out.
And he comes back with Hunter Henry, Jonnu Smith, Nelson Aguilar. I can't even remember the other stiff. Not one fucking Pro Bowler. $137 million.
And then they drafted the Baylor burner.
And they drafted the Baylor, who they don't use. Right. And they fucking they whiff on N'Keal Harry. Deebo Samuel, DK Metcalf, AJ Brown were all there. He missed all fucking 3 of them.
Yeah, but so did half the league. Right?
The bottom line is he's supposed to be the smartest guy in the league.
You're right.
A savant, if you will.
But let me ask your
People
opinion.
talk about Bill Belichick like he's fucking Yoda.
Let me ask your opinion.
That's how they talk about him. What?
So there's been talk, or I saw some bullshit on Twitter, don't know if it's true, that the Giants for the second time now are trying to get Jerry Jeudy. And I'm just kind of like, is Jeudy that good? Is Jerry Jeudy
the one from Denver?
It's hard to tell.
He was good.
Russell Wilson wasn't good this
No,
year.
but he was good before Russell Wilson got there.
But
he was.
What did he do last year?
Well, that's because Russell Wilson fucking fucked everything up. I don't think you can judge him on that.
Russell
Wilson had a colossally bad year.
I know, but like, look at Garrett Wilson for the Jets. Still had a big year.
But he's a stud.
But that's what I'm saying. Is Jerry Jeudy that kind of stud?
I don't know.
Is he like a level?
I don't know this, but I know this. He's an upgrade.
Oh, dude.
He's a severe fucking upgrade.
If I sign you,
I will say.
All right, let me not go that far.
Actually, you're undercutting it.
No, let me.
He's trying to keep me modest. He's trying to keep me on an even keel.
The Giants. Look, the Giants did not have a superb wide receiving core, but I hate talking bad about them because those guys busted their ass and actually put together a decent year as a unit.
At the end of the day,
but from
a talent perspective, they couldn't match up with the elite.
No way.
That's the problem. And those guys busted their ass to get to that point, but that was their ceiling.
Yeah.
That's their fucking ceiling. It's not their fault. They got the most they get out of those guys. But now you got to go to play with the big boys. You got to go get a guy like Jeudy.
Okay, so Jeudy had in Denver.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'll give him this is a pretty good receiving year with Russell Wilson. 67 catches, 972 yards.
Yeah, with that
6 TDs.
With that dipshit fucking throwing the ball everywhere it was supposed to go.
I'll give him credit for that.
And then he did. And by the way, the quarterbacks he had before him were worse.
And he played 15 games.
And by the way, the quarterbacks Jeudy had before Russell Wilson were worse.
Oh my God, yeah.
They were worse than Russ. Think about this. They were.
Lock?
He can argue I haven't had a good quarterback yet. Okay.
Definitely.
I have yet to have a quarterback have a Pro Bowl season, and I'm doing this.
So his first year he had 14 games started. Second year only 5 games.
Got hurt.
Last year was 14.
Yeah, he's young too. He's he's young.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, that's that dude.
He's never had 1,000-yard receiving.
Look at the quarterback. Danny Dimes is better than all these quarterbacks right now.
I agree.
He's certainly better than the two that came before Russell Wilson, and right now he's playing better than Russell Wilson. So I don't want to. Yeah, this is
Russell Wilson's got what guaranteed?
150.
No. That's like 250, isn't it?
No. He's got 150 million. It's a $189 million contract.
Okay.
It's 152 million guaranteed, which is outrageous. Fucking outrageous.
Are you sure that's all it is?
I think it's 189. Oh, you might be 210.
No, that's what's 200.
Maybe it's 210 and 150 or one. Maybe it's 189 if it's guaranteed. I don't know. He's high. He's up there. It's outrageous. What
7 years for 296. Now that's not guaranteed.
No, what's guaranteed?
Let me see.
If it's 189 or something like that.
Russell Wilson signed a 5-year, $242 million contract.
Not 270, whatever, 296.
Well, no, that's if like all the incentives were to kick. It would be that.
What would that be? A forward pass? When he played last year?
That would be 7
complete
years.
one
7 years. So they would have to like re-sign him, I guess, for 2
So what's the
years.
guaranteed money without the
looks like, well, I don't know.
If it's two.
Total guarantees, 161. So you were close.
Yeah.
Would you say 150?
152, I said. Yeah, he's not.
Signing bonus was $50 million. At signing, he was guaranteed
$50 million signing bonus.
At signing, the minute he put his name on there, he was guaranteed $124 million.
On top of the 50?
No,
another 70. Right.
Right. So, well, I guess just like the minute he signed the deal, he was guaranteed to receive $124 million.
He got $50 million of that before he signed.
Right at signing.
And then the second he finished signing, he got the other 70.
No. So it's like
what do you get?
The minute you sign, you are guaranteed to get $124 million. Okay? If you were to die tomorrow.
Well, where'd the $50 million come from then?
Well, so part of that 124 is the 50.
That's what I was asking you. He got $50 million before he actually signed, and then he got the other 70, whatever it was, when he finished the signing.
No, it all happens
when
at the same time.
When he literally went dot, and then he got the other 74.
Then he gets 50. Then he gets 50 immediately. So he signs, boom, you get 50. Well, and if you go out next year and break your leg, you'll still get the rest of 124.
You just totally lost me.
Why? Signing bonus means you sign.
Yeah, but
we give you 50 million.
Doesn't he already have the other money now? You said he got that after signing.
No, you're guaranteed to get it. It doesn't mean you have
after you sign. He's got to sign first, though, doesn't he?
Yes.
Well, then I'm saying he got it after he signed. The rest of it he was guaranteed to get it.
You were saying he got 50 million before he signed.
Yeah.
I'm telling you no. A signing bonus means you sign and you get the 50 million.
So, and then when does the other 74 come in?
Well, I don't. It's because
you said he's guaranteed to get that.
He's guaranteed to get that. So it means no matter what happens from here on out, you will get $74 more million.
But he doesn't get it in that moment.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
That's so like
that's what I was
because
what do you mean he gets it right now, doesn't he?
No. So like the 50 million is boom, you get it.
Yeah.
Now maybe your first year is an average of $50 million. So in your first year, you get 50. Let's say we want to cut you at the end of that year.
You give it.
You're still guaranteed to get the other 24 million.
74 million. If you sign for 50, or he got 50 at signing,
right?
Then it's 74 million still.
No. I'm saying if you then played one season and got 50 million for that year, now you're up to 100 million total that you've received.
I thought he got 124 million was the.
Listen to what I'm trying to explain. If you sign and you get a signing bonus of 50 million, okay, immediately. Yeah. And then in the contract it says your first year's salary is 50 million. Mm-hmm. Okay? So at the end of that year, if we go, you know what? We don't want you anymore. We cut you. Mm-hmm. Okay? You'll still get another 24 million. Because you're guaranteed.
But if they don't cut him, he just gets the 50?
Well, if they don't cut him, now he goes into whatever his salary is for the next year. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I understand what you're saying, but it sounded like he was getting, at the end of the year, he was getting the additional 74 million. But now you're saying it's 50 million, but then if something happens, he gets 24 on top of that?
I don't know how to explain it differently, but it's like when you sign,
I was just saying.
Look, when you sign a contract that says, okay, this is a 5-year deal, okay? It's worth $200-something million, okay? Now, of that 5-year deal and $290 million, only $124 million of that is guaranteed.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay? So listen. Listen. Okay, so only $124 million of that is guaranteed. Now, the whole contract is worth more than that 124. So if you continue to play each year, you're going to get to the 2 whatever it is.
Well, it was 161 million guaranteed originally, right? Of the 2 whatever it was, 242 you said, 161 was guaranteed.
I'm going to go back.
So no matter what happens, he's getting 161. He's guaranteed that money.
Well, no. So that, I think... So there's other days in the future that guarantee. So
he's got it, though.
The minute he signs, he's guaranteed 124 million, okay?
For the first year?
No. Just no matter what happens, you will get at least 124 million.
Well, then why does it say 161 million guaranteed?
Because then, let me find it.
Please do.
Damn it, it's changed up on me. Okay, so total guarantees is 161. Guaranteed at signing is 124.
So we got 124 at signing.
At signing, but I think like if something were to have happened and they say we don't want to do this deal now. After signing,
well, he's already got the one.
He'd keep the 124, but he wouldn't get the rest of the 161. You know.
Well, then how does it say guaranteed? Where there's a stipulation where he doesn't get it, then it's not guaranteed.
Well, because I think it's like on the 5th day of the fiscal year that kicks in. The rest of that money kicks in. So it's like it basically is guaranteed.
It's guaranteed. Because you can't put if there's a stipulation whereby he would not get it, then it's not guaranteed money. It's pending. It's something else. So stipulation. So he's.
But why does it say that?
I don't know. But when I hear guaranteed, that tells me he's getting that money no matter what.
Guaranteed at signing says 124.
Okay, but then there's 100 total. Yeah, I know. But then it says a total 161.
But that's not guaranteed at signing.
Okay, but he's still guaranteed that no matter what happens.
No, at signing he's only guaranteed 124.
I'm saying that's then. I'm saying going forward, he's still going to end up with 161 because that's all guaranteed money.
But something
how he gets it,
something must be in there that says
There can't be something in there that's a stipulation and say it's guaranteed. It's not guaranteed at that point. It can't be.
But then
that's not a guarantee.
But then why would they?
But if this happens.
No, but then why would they say guaranteed at signing?
Maybe that's the upfront money he's getting.
That he's guaranteed.
He's signing.
He's not guaranteed anything else at signing. So something else.
They're not going to give him. What they're saying is they're not going to give him the whole $661 million right now, but he's going to get all of it eventually. He's going to get 124 guaranteed.
If I guarantee you 161 at signing, that's not saying I'm giving it to you.
The total contract is 242, and with incentives it could be 296.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he could still get $242 million, but he's guaranteed 161.
But at signing, he's only guaranteed 124. That's a difference.
The 242 is probably predicated on his production. Okay, going forward.
Well, no, it's predicated
at
on
that point.
It's predicated on if they allow him to keep playing each year.
Well, it's a 7-year deal, right? Is that what you said?
No.
What is it? 5 years?
It's a 5-year deal.
It's a 5 years. So
and if incentives and other things happen, it would turn into a 7-year.
Oh, so it adds years too and more money.
Yeah,
okay, so it's both. Like. Okay, well, that's another thing too. But the bottom line is, when it says guaranteed 161, he's getting that no matter what. Because you can't put that in there and then, but unless, that's not a guarantee anymore. Oh, my. I don't know whether I'm more worried about his boxers or the seat he's sitting on.
So here we go. No, I'm a pro. I don't shit my pants. You kidding me? Been doing this for
years and years. I'm
doing this for years.
Years and years of shit.
I don't poop my pants.
Years and years of shites.
And I'm not old enough to go with that don't trust the fart shit. I know how to fart.
How many times did this motherfucker shart before he mastered it?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. What's that, 4 times? 5 times?
Well, I don't remember as a child, but as an adult, there's been one shart.
When you're a child, doesn't count. Because you're a child. That's
okay, so as an adult.
Okay, there's been 1 though.
1.5 maybe. It's like a sack. I got 1.5 sharks. Oh man, you should see this guy coming out of California. He's got 6.5 sharks this year.
This dude's a heavy hitter.
All right, so Russell Wilson has a potential out after 4 years.
And what's that? What does that mean? What does he get?
So he could say, "I'm out," or maybe the Broncos could. It just says potential out. 124 fully guaranteed at signing. Signing bonus plus 2022 salary. Roster bonus plus 2023 salary. 2024 salary plus bonus. What?
See, so look,
$37 million 2025 salary fully guarantees the 5th league day of 2024. So that means
I didn't put guaranteed in the contract. They did. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out why you're saying there's because again, common sense tells you if there's a stipulation in there whereby he doesn't get that whole money, then it's not a guaranteed contract.
That's what
it's not.
That's why football contracts suck.
But he's not even guaranteed the full 242.
No,
he's guaranteed 161. But now you're saying he's not even somehow guaranteed that, even though it says guaranteed 161.
Well, I think it's because it's probably one of these types of things where like something crazy would have to happen. Where
if that is actually true, which I don't believe it is, but if that's actually
why
true,
would it say
then the guy's
signing?
agent should be fired on the spot for signing that contract,
dude.
Because that's like, but then there's this, but then there's that. But we'll call it guaranteed.
What do you think Lamar Jackson is fighting about,
dude?
It's that
161 guaranteed is 161 guaranteed. I'm telling you, he's getting that no matter
what. Dude, 124
the only way he doesn't
just for signing.
The only way he doesn't get it is if he murders somebody. Okay, otherwise he's getting it. Okay, if he sucks the bed for the next, he's still getting $161 million. They may cut him after next year, but he's still going to get all that money. It's guaranteed. He won't get up to the 242, but he's getting 161 because that's guaranteed money. You can't put that in the fucking language and then say, but there's this. Because in a court of law, a judge will kill you with that. What would you think? Is America stupid? Maybe just because the kid's stupid or the agent's stupid, whatever moron fucked that up and told him to sign it, okay, that's still wrong. So anyway, the bottom line is, and by the way, what if Russell Wilson has a great year because now Sean Payton's his coach? Now Aaron Rodgers got to deal with him too. Like Christ's sake. I mean, and look, what if the Patriots do get a number 1 receiver and Mac Jones returns to Pro Bowl form? Now you got to deal with him. And now and 2 is in the division, and Josh Allen.
I don't understand how the cap works.
I don't either, but I'm just saying guaranteed is guaranteed. So, in my
I mean, you can say that, but also
they didn't.
But if it says 124 million guaranteed at sign-in,
so he gets it right when he signs.
That means all of the 161 isn't guaranteed right then. Something else has to happen.
What I would say to that is it's probably the one, like at the end of 3 years, is what it would equal 161 with nothing happening. That's what he gets guaranteed. That's what it probably means. He's getting 2 years up front or something like that. 2 years plus a signing bonus, whatever it is, up front. Right. Yeah. But he's still going to end up with that 161. But if
something were to happen before this threshold,
if it's a 5-year deal, 160, that tells me 3 of the 5 years is guaranteed. Whatever the salary is, those 3 years, without bonuses or whatever else they threw in there.
Well, part of the guaranteed money, though, I believe, is the $50 million he gets right up front, because you're guaranteed to get that.
Well, but you just said it was 124 at signing.
But the signing bonus was only $50 million. What? That's what I said. That's literally what I said.
I'm just saying. Before that though, you said 124 was guaranteed at signing.
124 is guaranteed at signing, but only 50 million of that is given to you up front. Don't you understand? I can say, look, you are guaranteed to get $200 million.
I understand that. You've spun this from 5 angles.
No, dude, you keep like
you keep
like
coming
you don't
back.
Know what I'm talking about.
I keep coming back to the one word you keep saying, guaranteed, and when it's guaranteed. Okay, and if it's guaranteed at signing. You didn't say, well, he just gets 50. Because I said originally he got $50 million for showing up. And then when he signed, he got
no.
Okay, well, now you're saying he did get it before he signed.
No, I'm not.
You just said
I did not. I said 124 million guaranteed at signing. Up front, he gets 50 million of that 124.
Up front is before signing.
No. At signing. So he signs, they hand him 50 million and say, here's 50 million. However, you actually, because you signed that, we're guaranteed to pay you $124 million. But the rest of that is coming in the next year.
Well, then what about the 161?
Well, that's what I'm saying. There must be another trigger at some point to make that guaranteed. Because at signing, it's not.
I'm saying it's at the end of 3 years.
Okay, then you're proving my point right.
No! I'm saying he's guaranteed that money no matter what. 3 years is guaranteed. The other 2 if he plays 4 and 5. Then he gets, or potentially get the other 242. And then there's the other bonuses.
So then why wouldn't the 161 be guaranteed at signing?
I don't know why they did it. I'm saying maybe they gave him 2 seasons up front and then there's the bonus. Because they gave him, so maybe that's what it is. I didn't break down $124 million and how he got it. Okay, I'm just saying that he's guaranteed 161.
But not at signing for some reason.
Okay, I'm saying maybe they gave him that up. They gave him up front, or they give him the two first years of the deal.
They gave him 50 million up front. What? Before he played.
Listen, he's gonna get 124 million. To me, sounds like if you throw this bonus in there, it sounds like the first 2 years of this contract. Because then at the end of year 3 would make sense. 162, and then there's year 4 and year 5. That's all I'm saying. So maybe that's what the cutoff.
What are you saying?
I'm saying he's going to play 3 years definitely, or he's guaranteed 3 years definitely.
That's guaranteed. I just think it's weird that total guarantees is 161, but at signing all of that isn't guaranteed. Seems strange.
Well, they gave him the one. I'm saying maybe they paid him the 124 up front. Like maybe that was in the deal. We're going to give you 124 up front.
No,
you're going to get this
not
at
what
the end.
They did. I read it.
Well, when does he get the rest of it then? The one up to the 161. When does he get that if he's not getting it up front? That's what I'm saying. I
don't understand what you're arguing.
I'm saying he's going to get $161 million no matter what is what I'm saying.
And I would believe that too, although it's weird that it says 124 at signing as if something could happen to prevent the rest of the 161.
No, I'm just explaining. You were telling me he got that at the signing or up front, right?
No.
When did he get it?
He gets 50 million up front.
And then you said he gets 124 guaranteed.
He's guaranteed to get 124 over the life of the contract at signing.
He's guaranteed to get 161.
Not at signing.
No, but up for whatever the length of this contract goes, he's guaranteed $161 million. But if he plays 2 years, but breaks his leg and he's done, he's getting $161 million.
Right. But so for some reason it says guaranteed at signing is 124. So if he had broken his leg after signing before he played, it sounds like he wasn't getting 161.
Does it say that? In the event of injury, he forfeits the rest of it?
I'm just saying it's only guaranteeing him 124, not 161.
And I'm saying maybe part of the deal is they give him that up front before he plays it down. That's all I'm saying. But he's definitely going to get the rest of it. He's going to get the rest of it because it's guaranteed.
It's not saying 124 up front. It's saying 124 guaranteed.
But then you said it said 161 guaranteed on the other thing. Because it is.
Right. So
what is that?
Total guarantees is 161. All I'm
listening.
I'm just wondering why it says 124 at signing, because to me, if the contract has a total guarantee of 161, then all of it should be guaranteed at signing.
No, but usually what they do is they pay like $40 million a year, whatever he's getting a year. So what they're doing is they're giving him the first, it's 2 years up front of that deal of guaranteed money. Maybe that's what they're doing. What are they doing then?
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense.
124 to me would be if it's...
That's not what they're giving him. They're guaranteeing it.
Are you watching this, America?
Dude, I don't know why you're acting like I'm dumb.
I'm telling you, he got 124 up front. It was in the contract.
That's not what it says.
Well, then what does it say?
It says guaranteed at signing, not given at signing.
I meant guaranteed. Same thing. What you put, he's guaranteed that when he signs it, okay?
Right.
But then he's going to get the rest of it later on, up to 161, because that's what's guaranteed.
But
when they give it to him is up to them. How they do it is up to them. But he's going to get it.
But that's what I'm saying. If that's true, why wouldn't it say 161 guaranteed at signing?
I don't know.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is I'm trying to say, well, maybe this was what part of the deal was. I don't know. I'm saying maybe they gave him that as that was part of the agreement, and we're going to give you at signing 124 of it.
That's not what they did. I'm telling you.
Well, then how did he get it?
He gets it over the life of the contract.
He's guaranteed $161 million over the life of the contract.
Okay, but this is saying at signing only 124.
I give up.
So I'm wondering what the trigger is to the rest of the 161.
I don't know. I'm saying that he's going to get it, though. Whether you or I know what the trigger is doesn't matter. He's going to get it.
If there's a trigger, that means there could be some random shit that could happen to prevent it.
There's no way. Because you can't. If it is, it's not.
But if there's a trigger,
it's pending. What trigger are you talking about?
You just said there.
Maybe the agreement is at the end of year 3 you get the rest of this. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's that simple. Maybe
but what if you don't get there?
If he gets hurt, or look, if you get hurt, here's the thing: if he gets hurt and that money's guaranteed, he's definitely getting that money because you can get hurt playing football. That's why the 161 is guaranteed. What if his career abruptly ends tomorrow?
But that's what
he gets all 161. It's guaranteed.
We're not like talking about the same topic.
You're asking me why he's getting what they gave him up front. Why not the whole thing? Why they just guarantee the whole thing?
No.
What are you asking me? Because that's what it sounded like you just asked me.
Because
why didn't they guarantee all of it up front? That's what you just asked me. Why did they guarantee just 124? What sets off the rest of it? That's what you said to me.
Yeah. Because it doesn't make sense. If you're telling me that 161 guaranteed means it will be paid no matter what, because it's guaranteed, when do they give it to him? Okay, then why wouldn't you say at signing 161?
Maybe the trigger for the rest of it is whenever he stops playing. So if he plays one more year and he's done, or he gets the rest of that and he's done. If he plays two more years,
either way, it's still guaranteed when you sign.
I know, they're just not giving it to him yet.
We're not talking about upfront money. We're talking about guaranteed money.
Guaranteed money means he's going to get it.
Right.
You're asking me when. I don't know. I'm saying he's going to get it, though.
I'm not asking you when.
You're asking me if there's a scenario where he doesn't get it. That's what you're asking me.
And you're saying no.
There's no scenario where he doesn't get it. Yeah, there is. Murder. If he kills somebody, he doesn't get it.
So then why wouldn't it just say 161 guaranteed?
I did write the contract. I don't know why. Okay?
No, maybe you're arguing that it makes sense.
It does make sense because you want to spread that money out, especially if it counts against the cap. So you want to spread it out over years. Because they do that.
That's not what I'm arguing.
What exactly are you arguing?
Every time I say it, you take a different approach.
No, I don't. I'm saying he's getting $161 million no matter what. The simple answer.
So then why wouldn't that be guaranteed at signing?
I don't.
That means there's a trigger to guarantee it.
No, there isn't.
Because at the time he signs that paper, they say, hey, all 161 isn't guaranteed yet. 124 is. Okay? And here's $50 million just as a good faith gesture.
No.
Next Tuesday, when you get into town, as long as you show up, the weight you said you'd show up, that's when the rest of the 61 is triggered. That's what I'm saying. Like,
now stretch it out over 3 years. Or stretch it out over 2 years. I think he gets that money the second it ends, whether he ends playing or it's the end of a 3-year deal, whatever it is.
So that means it's guaranteed at signing then.
I'm saying maybe they said that they gave him that up front in part of the contract. We're going to give you a 124 up front, but you're getting the rest of it. Maybe it's that simple.
But that means 161 would be guaranteed at signing. I'm not saying I'm giving it to you. I'm guaranteeing it, though.
Yeah, you're going to get it.
Right, but they didn't do that. That's my point.
So what's the harm in that? He's getting the money. Just because he doesn't get it all up front doesn't mean he's not getting it. It's guaranteed.
You keep like going the wrong way in the argument.
No, I'm not. I'm saying the money, he gets the money no matter what. I'm just saying I don't know when he gets it all, but he's going to get all of it. Right. All 160. He's not going to get all 242
so
of it.
That would mean that when you sign the dotted line, you're guaranteed to get $161 million.
Yeah, just maybe not right there that day.
Right.
Okay. Then.
However, for some reason, this article says when he signed the dotted line, only 124 was guaranteed.
Is it possible the article's inaccurate? I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm just saying that 161 guaranteed means there's no stipulations or it's not guaranteed.
But, dude, and I agree with that.
Okay, well, I don't know why they wrote what they wrote.
I'm looking and saying it says only 124 was guaranteed at signing, which leads me to believe he had to do something to get the 161 guaranteed. To get that rest. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Show up at a practice.
Maybe it was something like that.
Okay.
It was like show up to camp, and that 161 is completely
if
guaranteed.
He doesn't, all right, say he gets the 124,
right.
And then 2 weeks later he gets killed in a car accident.
He keeps the 124 and nothing else.
They'll give him the 161. It's guaranteed. He's got a wife. That money's guaranteed. There's no, if he suddenly dies in a car accident, he doesn't get that money.
But what if...
That's what the 242 is.
What if the stipulation was he's got to be in camp?
Well, if he gets killed, that's not his fault.
Right, but it's covering them to say, look, even if you don't play it down for us,
the contract is not for 161, it's for 242.
I know.
The whole value of this contract is not guaranteed.
Right, only 161 is.
Yes.
However, on signing day, only 124 was.
I can't take this anymore.
I don't know why you don't understand what I'm saying.
Because you're asking me to tell you.
I'm not asking you that.
Well, I don't.
It's a rhetorical. It's going. There's got to be something that triggers that almost $40 million, $37 million.
What?
I don't know.
Because I don't think anything has to trigger it. I think he's guaranteed to get it. Now there are things that trigger the 242.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, because that's not guaranteed money. So that's the thing.
But that's why it seems to me, if what you're saying is true, then it would say guaranteed at signing 161. You know? That's what it seems to me. Since it doesn't say that, it just makes me think, I wonder if there's like that 2-week period where it's like, hey, you have to be at this meeting or you have to come to practice, and then instantly, the first day of training camp, that $37 million is included in the 124, bringing you to 161. So technically, you really don't have to do anything to get it, but a freak accident, like a murder.
If he kills somebody, he's not getting it. But if someone kills him,
he's getting the 124.
If someone kills him, if he dies in a car accident, it's not his fault. He's getting the 161.
No, but it's also not theirs.
Or his family's getting it.
But it's also not theirs. That you sign contracts like that to cover you in case of something crazy.
That's why he's not getting the 242 guaranteed.
That's why he's not getting the 161.
No, he's getting the 161. It says it's guaranteed.
Well, now he is because he played a year.
Did it say in there if he didn't play a year he wouldn't get 161?
It said if he were to be murdered, he would not get the.
It says right there if he were to be murdered, he doesn't get it.
Right here.
If someone kills him, not him killing someone.
That's right. I'm just kidding.
I figured you were.
Doesn't say
because nobody's ever written that. If I get run over by a train tomorrow, this whole thing is void. You owe me your house too.
Dude, we said we were going to do this in 20 minutes. Well, we just spent 30 doing the most ridiculous argument in history.
I can't wait till you see this tomorrow.
Dude, I can't wait till you see it, because hopefully you understand that
I understand.
You kept spinning in
I
circles.
understand 161 is guaranteed no matter what. 242 is not guaranteed no matter. That's what I understand. That's all I need to understand.
But
okay, you're like, well, then why did they give him this all up front?
I was just saying, why wasn't it guaranteed at signing? And you kept getting upset and arguing.
I'm getting upset again now.
You were like, it was.
The only thing that's not guaranteed is he doesn't get it that day, but he's going to get it.
I was arguing that.
You're arguing why didn't he get it that day?
No, I'm not.
I'm saying
I'm arguing why wasn't it listed as guaranteed money that day?
Because it's all.
I'm not saying why didn't they hand him 161.
He's getting it. It's guaranteed money.
Not when he signed. That's my point. Dude, you keep laughing.
You never heard about upfront money? They gave him 124 upfront.
They didn't give it to him upfront. They guaranteed it upfront. They guaranteed it over the life of the contract.
That's just wording. They gave him the 124
You were just using
upfront.
that wording to say guaranteed means over the life of the contract.
He's guaranteed to get $161 million, period. Period. How he gets it, how they give it to him, I don't know.
At signing, for some reason, all of it wasn't.
Why do you care?
I'm just interested.
Why do you care? He's getting all 161. It's guaranteed. Why do you care if he didn't get all of it, or why did they word it that way? Why do you care?
Why are you arguing against the fact that that's strange?
Because you're telling me he's not guaranteed 161. I'm telling you he is.
I'm just saying at signing he wasn't. And I think that's weird. Because if he was guaranteed 161, then at signing, they would say, hey, you're guaranteed 161.
And how much did he get so far?
I have no clue.
124. So they gave it to him up front. Before the contract ends, they gave it to him. Whereas whenever this...
Well, because that's only a portion of the
whatever
contract.
the number, whatever the thing in there when it ends, he gets 161, whatever that is. But he's getting that one way or another, unless something stupid. Unless he pulls an OJ.
Let's see if I can get the breakdown, because we need to settle this.
Let's he pulls an OJ. What breakdown? The guaranteed
the
161
breakdown of the
means,
contract. 2022. $50 million sign-on bonus, $5 million option, $2 million base salary, $57 million.
So they opted to give him the whatever was at the end of that option. How many millions?
So that is 107 plus 5 is 112 plus 2 is 114. Maybe they just threw $10 under his pillow.
10 million.
10 million, that's what I meant.
Why can't someone throw 10 million under my pillow?
Just toss it under the...
That's one expensive
tooth.
Okay, let me
see. So,
you think that's a gold tooth?
In case that seems like a mouthful, the 7-year, $296 million extension essentially boils down to a 4-year deal worth $161 in total guaranteed money. After those first 3 years, $124 million. However, nothing is fully guaranteed on this deal.
Then it shouldn't say 161 guaranteed.
Practically speaking, for Russell Wilson, in terms
Wait,
of...
is the 4-year deal guaranteed or not?
Hold on. Practically speaking, for Russell Wilson, in terms of the real money he's guaranteed to see in his bank account, the deal is for 3 years, 124. So that's what happens. Of course, we all expect him to get at least 4 years, and then some, because everything is anticipated to go well, right?
What does go well mean?
So that
it hasn't gone well.
So that is what I was thinking, and that is the sham of NFL contracts.
Well, then you shouldn't say guaranteed.
Exactly,
because that to me means he's getting it no matter
this
what.
Means at signing, he signed and he's going to make $124 million. Now up front they give him the 50, but he's guaranteed 124. Now so they could cut him after 1 year, he's still getting $124 million, and it's going to happen over the next couple of years. They'll pay him, okay? Or they let him play for 3 years, and at the end of the 3 years, if they say, you know what, you're not doing good, they let him go, and they don't pay him the rest of that 161. But if he keeps performing, then the 4th year kicks in, the 5th year.
Then
kicks
you can't say 161 is guaranteed.
I know. It's
bullshit. So that's a lie.
It's bullshit.
The whole thing's a fucking lie. If
it's
that's
bullshit.
what it is, then they're lying to him. You're not guaranteed 161. That's a fucking lie. That's a breach of contract. And if I'm him, I'm taking that to court. You say that's pending. 124 is all that's guaranteed then.
Right. That's what's guaranteed at signing. And that's the real money they go for. What are you going to give me right now? Because if I do break my ankle in year one...
But the 242 that's not guaranteed.
No, not even close.
Well, then why they say 161 is guaranteed? It's not. If that's what's in that contract, then that's not guaranteed money, and they shouldn't say that.
Yeah,
the real deal is, for those of you who really want to waste a half hour on this, listen, this is the real deal. But so don't take guaranteed at guaranteed, boys and girls.
That's true.
Even when it's in writing.
But I mean,
even when it's been, by the way, those contracts are overseen by lawyers. Okay, so whatever, fuck all that.
Well, I think maybe that's what ridiculous. It means is like they're using guaranteed to mean like, hey, if you're still on the team at this date, then that money becomes guaranteed.
So how much of Deshaun Watson's money is really guaranteed?
That all of it.
No matter what?
Let's see.
Because based on what you just told me, I have no reason to believe that. I have no reason to believe that of what you just read.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
What the fuck are you talking about? No, it's not.
Okay. Because he probably has a sign on. Okay. Oh, guaranteed. Oh, see? It's true.
I'm saying.
Guaranteed at signing? $230 million. So he could literally die the day after he signs, and it's all guaranteed.
Russell Wilson should never sign this deal. Well, if
he made out.
Yeah, if that's he still gets $124 million. I'm saying that's wow. I'd have been like, don't put the $161 million on that.
So his sign-on bonus, Deshaun Watson's. So the minute he signed,
he got the whole
cash. He didn't get the whole thing. It was guaranteed. Cash up front though, $44 million. Boom.
And now you're telling me the rest of it's not guaranteed though?
No, it's all guaranteed. He just didn't get it all up front.
I want to kill you. This is what I just said about.
No, getting the money all up front means I'm giving it to you. Guaranteeing it to you means you'll get it over the course of 5 years.
I'm not sure I understand.
That was perfect.
No, why do you act like you don't know what that means?
Because this was the argument
This was not the argument.
That 161 was guaranteed because 242 is not guaranteed. 161 is.
124 is. At signing. I
can't believe this.
Dude,
This
said
is literally
the money you get handed to you up front is different than guaranteed money.
Anyone watching this?
Why do you keep getting confused?
Because guaranteed usually means guaranteed, but now you're saying it doesn't in one case, but it does in another. And then you say, he gets $44 million right there.
No. He gets that handed to him. That's a bonus. Hey,
if Russell Wilson plays 4 years, does he get $161 million no matter what the fuck he does? If he somehow starts for 4 years.
Yes, he gets it.
He gets it. Okay. So,
but he's got to play he's got to be there.
So if Deshaun Watson doesn't play the 4 years, and he doesn't get his either.
Yes, he does. Because of the way his contract is written. Look at it.
I don't want to look at it.
Why?
Because it's ridiculous.
At signing, he is guaranteed to get $230 million the minute he signs that contract. Russell Wilson deal is not as good because the minute he signed his contract, he was only guaranteed to get $124. This guy, and this is why Lamar Jackson is like, what if he doesn't? Fuck him. Because if Deshaun Watson sucks in 2 years, they still eat $230. If Russell Wilson sucks in 2 years, they only had to do $124.
That's a bad lawyer.
But that's how most of the NFL deals are.
Bad lawyer.
And that's why guys are always
ridiculous.
Fighting.
I wouldn't have signed that. I could have got something. Somebody else would have given that money already. He's not getting 161.
Hopefully now you know the difference between upfront and guaranteed.
Oh, no, you're going to read it because you didn't know it.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. You suspected. I find it odd.
I say upfront, you go, I thought you said it wasn't guaranteed. It's not. Upfront and guaranteed is different.
That's what I was saying about him. He gets the 61 later. The 161 later.
But he only gets the 161 if something happens. It's not guaranteed.
No, he's just got to play.
It's not guaranteed.
Oh, my God. America, I can't take this. All right. Anyway, Tom's bladder is acting up again. I don't even know what to say right now. You know what? These jerks lost tonight, 111 to 109. I guess it's the buzzer. It wasn't on TV then. I couldn't see it. So the Celtics lose to the lowly Houston Rockets, who have nothing to play for except the number 1 pick in the draft. That's going to be a tough pill to swallow in Boston. In any event, am I waiting for him to come back? I guess I am. I don't know. Whatever. I hope he washed his hands. Hygiene.
My God.
My God.
My God.
My God, nothing. Guaranteed means usually guaranteed. So.
Dear God, I'm sorry, folks.
You should be.
I'm sorry.
Unbelievable.
That he just
He's
can't
an idiot.
fucking keep
How
up.
dare I take guaranteed at its word, guaranteed? How dare you? Guaranteed? What are you, nuts?
Dude, I'm not arguing that that's weird.
That's what I'm saying.
But
It's
when
weird.
I showed that this was guaranteed at signing, you scoffed at me and said,
I did, because it says at the
It
end of
says
it.
guaranteed.
At the end it says it still says guaranteed when it's not guaranteed.
Right, and I could tell there was something fishy by looking at it.
Well, I'm saying that's
And
bad
you were making me act like I'm an idiot for
because
thinking that.
because I took guaranteed at its word.
Right, but when you look and it says this much guaranteed at signing, you got to think to yourself, okay, if you're only guaranteeing me this at signing, that means some of that other money that says it's guaranteed must be triggered by something. That's what I was trying to explain. And you
Then it's
kept
not
going,
guaranteed.
Yes, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. You can't. That's a breach of you can't put guarantee to something if there's a stipulation that says now it's not guaranteed.
What I'm saying
Guaranteed
is
means no matter what.
the way they use the word guaranteed in these NFL contracts is different. It means it will be guaranteed if you trigger something.
Then you can't say that. You say 124 is
They've been
guaranteed.
saying it for years.
Well, I'm saying that to me is a lie. How are they saying guaranteed and getting away with that?
I don't think the
That they're changing the definition of the word.
The MLB Players Association wouldn't allow that shit. When you sign,
There's
and,
no
and,
way.
and
Because
see,
it's not like it's the whole deal either.
that's right.
It's 2/3, whatever it is, 3/4 of the deal.
Yeah. No, I know. However, Deshaun Watson,
That's just terrible.
he knew how to get his deal signed.
How can you sit there and even utter the word guarantee when that's not guaranteed?
But see, with Deshaun Watson, it is. So his is fully
Look,
guaranteed.
their owner's a fucking knucklehead, first of all. Okay?
No, that's one you can call an idiot.
That's a fucking idiot, a fucking moron. That was the worst contract in NFL history.
Knuckleheads,
They're not going to win
save
a
that
fucking.
for Jason
They're
Tatum.
not going to win a fucking championship ever, and they're going to eat. That's going to set them back 10 years, at least 10
without a
years.
doubt.
At
'Cause
least
it's
10
fully
years.
guaranteed.
That's fucking the dumbest contract in NFL history, and he wasn't worth it, by the way.
No.
He wasn't worth it. So,
But
like,
that's why you got Lamar out here going.
Lamar isn't worth that.
Of course he's not.
Fucking $200 million. Fuck you.
No, Lamar is worth like 150 guaranteed. However, he's in there going, they paid this motherfucker 230 fully. But if I'm them, I'm going, yeah, but they're stupid
They're
as
idiots.
shit.
That's why we put you out there for 2 first-round draft picks.
However, in my opinion,
And if it's the team that well, first of all, it's going to be a team with no quarterbacks, so they're going to suck. They're going to have high draft picks.
in my
Because
opinion,
the playoff team ain't coming after
in
them.
my opinion, all these contracts should be guaranteed.
You'll never get that. You'll
But
never,
why not?
ever get. Because at the end of the day, the
Baseball,
owners,
NBA,
because at the end of the day, the
all
owners in the
guaranteed.
NFL are not going to let that happen.
That's just greed.
Of course, it's. I didn't say it was right. I'm saying they're never going to.
I'm not saying you did.
They're never going to let this happen. Which is why he's still out there with his cheese in the wind. He being Lamar. No one's giving him that money.
No.
No one is. So, and he's going to find that out real quick. And this is where he should have hired
I wish
an
he'd
agent.
just take $160 million guaranteed.
He won't.
I know. It's just like
He doesn't have a professional in there who's going around and going, dude, this is your market. That was a one-off. He needs a professional to tell him that. His mother telling him is never going to tell him that. Of course.
But it's crazy.
No, baby, you go get it all.
You got that one off. Then you got fucking Kyler Murray, who got $1.89, but who knows how much of that is guaranteed? Let's check that. I know we're supposed to be leaving, but
I can't take this anymore. My head's about to explode.
dude, but this is something.
The English language is getting butchered. Words' meanings are
I'm
changing.
just glad you finally understand.
Words'
what the fuck
meanings-
I've been saying for the past
Oh
hour.
my God. All I'm saying was you put that in guaranteed. If it says guaranteed, that means guaranteed.
Right, but you're arguing with me about that as if I did it.
I didn't say you
just
did
pointing it out.
I'm just saying the word means you get it, no matter what.
But not according to these contracts.
I know, it's a lie. That's not a guaranteed contract.
It's a lie.
It's not a guaranteed contract.
It's a lie.
That's pending. That is pending.
It's a lie.
So what it should say is 124 guaranteed, 161 pending, not guaranteed.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm like, that's fucking. So I hear guaranteed. I'm like, well, that means guaranteed. I'm just assuming that everybody here is acting in good faith and principle, which clearly they're not.
That was your
because he's not getting the 242 guaranteed. So I'm thinking, well, he's not getting the whole thing. But now it's like he's not even getting half of it. Actually, he's getting maybe half of it, exactly half of it, a little over than half of it. Whatever, semantics. The bottom line is we got to go. I can't take it no more. No. What? It's under an hour and 25 minutes.
I know, but we're looking up Kyler now. Okay.
I don't care.
So see, Kyler Murray is similar.
I don't care about him.
Everything I was seeing.
He's overpaid too.
No, but listen, everything I was seeing said he had 189 million guaranteed. But guess how much is guaranteed at signing?
I don't know.
103.
So not only are they lying to the player, but now these professional.
Well, no, the players know.
No, but if you look at these top 5 lists, these reputable news wires are
They're
putting
not
this out,
showing the whole story.
They're not showing the whole story. That's a lie too.
Yeah.
It's just a
It's not the whole
sea of
story.
lies.
So Kyler Murray had a signing bonus of 30 million. Okay, but total guarantees at the time he signed were only 103 million.
So that's all he has guaranteed in that contract.
That's right.
Not the 189 and whatever's coming after that.
Because that means...
Because there's a number beyond that, I assume.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not true either. That's
Well, yeah, because the full contract is what?
2 something. The full
230.
Yeah, so that's not even... No. The whole fucking thing is...
Less than half of it's guaranteed.
Yeah, that's a fucking lie.
Now, I don't know what the trigger is. I guess it's...
The trigger. That's disgusting. Whoever, I can't even. And look, there are guys that aren't worth this money. I'm just saying. But
nobody's technically worth it.
If you are going to,
the teams are worth billions.
If you're already giving them a number that's not guaranteed, okay, wherever you say you're going to put the guarantee should be the guarantee. It's that simple. Right. That's fucking ridiculous. Now, whether I think he's worth that money or it doesn't matter. He's not my quarterback. But if they value him at 242 potentially, then when you say wherever you put that G word, that means he's getting that.
That's
what I'm
it.
Saying. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
And the fact that they're getting away with that, I mean, they've obviously been getting away with it.
Well, I think that's just everybody involved understands that's what it means.
Because I know that there are guys that get all of it.
I think it's weird how the reporting is done on it.
Well, that's the thing. They're reporting inaccurate information because they're not giving you the fine print.
Because everybody's like, oh, Kyler Murray's, got the most guaranteed. And then it's like, but hold on.
No, he doesn't.
Russell Wilson's guaranteed 124.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be 161, although he's not really 161. Right. This is when your fucking head explodes. Yeah. I can't take it. Anyway,
Patrick Mahomes.
We're not going to go into another one because my head's about to explode.
Patrick Mahomes contract. Come on.
Well, I know what 250, right? Right? Out of 500 million. What the fuck? That's
well. Let's see. Is that true? No,
probably not.
Not even close. Not even close.
What is it?
Listen to this shit. So his total contract is the biggest of all, 450 million.
Okay. Well, that's not guaranteed.
That's the total.
That's the total. What's guaranteed?
Total guaranteed.
What's supposedly guaranteed?
Wow.
Let's go with the mythical guarantee first.
Wow.
Let's go with the purple dragon guarantee.
So the mythical. Listen to this. The mythical is lower than everybody.
What?
The mythical total guarantees 141 million. But guess how much was actually guaranteed at signing? 63. So he's got to get it. He's got a trigger that gets him from 63 to 141. That's wild. He's underpaid.
He's only guaranteed 63 million.
Yeah. Now, that's probably already. It might have already triggered to 141 because he signed this in 2020.
It was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's probably already gotten that.
So he's played 3 seasons on this.
He's probably got that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's got a Super Bowl.
But still, it's like this guy is only guaranteed 63 at signing and 141 total.
The only guy that I've ever seen worth any of this money is Brady. So, and he never got it. He never asked for it. But the bottom line.
Or you could also argue.
But Brady did make $323 million in the course of his career. Actually made that. So he actually got $323 million. But he was worth that. Totally, easily, yes. In fact, you'd argue he's underpaid. So,
but the point is just like, if you think a guy is worth a certain amount of money, you should sign to a contract.
You don't put
and regardless of what happens,
guaranteed,
you pay the fucking money.
Look, if it's 161, whatever it is, when you put guaranteed after it, that's the end of the conversation.
Yeah, the fact that they can basically say, hey,
you can't. Oh, but no,
you're not performing the way we wanted to.
Well,
so
we don't want the rest of the world to know. I just don't know. But like they've always done this. They've always lowballed these guys. And again, I don't think any of them are worth that kind of money. But they should be getting more guaranteed money than they are. Whatever it is you guarantee on, or say that word, you should get. Whether I agree with it or not doesn't matter. I thought what he means to me is what he means to their team. I mean, Kyler Murray, if it was 161, he needs to win a fucking Super Bowl and fast.
Well, Kyler Murray, 103 at signing.
103.
189.
Yeah, him.
Guaranteed.
I mean, so the thing is, and the guaranteed money only gets less and less. That's the top of the line right there. Mm-hmm. So, in any event.
Danny Dimes did pretty good.
Yeah, he did. Danny Mills. It's Danny Mills now.
Danny Dimes?
Danny Mills.
Oh, Danny Mills.
Danny Mills.
Yeah, that's true.
Danny Mills. Look at Mills.
I mean, so he got 4 years, $160 million. That's the total contract.
Yeah, but he's guaranteed.
Signing bonus, so the cash they give him in his hand, $36 million. Mm-hmm. Total guarantees are 92. Guaranteed at signing, 81. So that's
a 2-year deal.
I mean,
because he gets 40 per right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
he's guaranteed 81
million.
Now, after 2 years, they could go, we don't want to keep paying.
It cost you 81 million.
Yeah.
That's it. 81 million. That's our ridiculous rant for this evening.
Guarantee me $25 million.
Don't believe when it says guaranteed, boys and girls.
It's a shame that
nothing is guaranteed.
It's a shame that we argued for 45 minutes.
You know what's guaranteed? The Boston Celtics are going to underachieve. That's fucking guaranteed. Okay? You know what else is guaranteed? If that son of a bitch Rodgers shows up in New York, which I pray he does, that's beautiful. The meltdown will be epic. Okay? But this will be the one thing that puts a fucking fire up the keister of Bill Belichick to fucking do what he should have done 3 years ago. And the bottom line is, that's good for me.
So you know what else is guaranteed?
What?
We'll go on a 45-minute rabbit hole of RJ arguing with me about something I'm not trying to say.
I'm just trying to say guaranteed supposed to be guaranteed.
Right.
What the fuck would I know? I read the definition.
Nobody was arguing with you about that.
But you were saying. But you were saying.
No, I was explaining what was going on in the. I was like, "Hey, this is showing
there was
that
a lot
it's
of
not guaranteed."
Buts.
You're like, "But it says it's
nowhere
guaranteed."
in the word guaranteed do I find the word but.
I wasn't arguing.
But there was a lot of buts.
I wasn't arguing that.
There's a lot of buts in that.
I was
word.
just showing us what it said about the contracts, and you were like, "It's not guaranteed." Then
no one will.
I said guaranteed.
No one is ever going to watch the entire length of this episode,
including us.
No.
Good God.
Good Lord. Anyway, you enjoy. First round tomorrow? Round is tomorrow, right? Two playing tomorrow, right? Good. 2 playing games tomorrow. So enjoy that, boys. We'll be back Wednesday to fill out the brackets. We will fill out the brackets. We have brackets. We're going to fill them out. Okay. So until then, the redoubtable one. The highly questionable one.
God, me dispiace.
Yes.
Me dispiace. I'm sorry.
It's terrible.
I left my jar.